What's up guys, Johnny Chase here. The game footage you're watching is of Super Smash Bros. Because hey, Super Smash Bros. For 3DS comes out today. Even though I don't own a 3DS. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I had promised a few people on my Twitter and on a couple of live streams I did this week that I would tell this story about a business I used to frequent quite a bit, but will no longer give my business to. So if you follow me on Twitter at JohnnyLJs, you notice that over this week I've been sending a few angry tweets and photos to one particular company. Now, locally here we have a brand of thrift stores known as Value Village. And there's one per city in my province of New Brunswick. So we frequent this maybe once or twice a month just to look for, hey, cool geeky shirts that are cheap, somewhat new jeans because they're a lot cheaper than buying them new. And also I go to look for video games, and I've been pretty lucky on some occasions to find some really cool stuff and at really decent prices, but no longer. It used to be in the day when I first started going to Value Village and started retro collecting, consoles were fairly cheap. I mean, you could get a Nintendo 64 or any real major console for under $20. Now they're getting ridiculously priced, and more so than what I saw this week. And I'm posting a picture up here. Now, the picture's not really good quality as I took it with my cell phone. I wanted to take multiple pictures, but I didn't want the workers to start asking questions while I'm taking photos of this. So what you're looking at is a Nintendo 64. Now, this is not with the regular electronics. This is with their section that's called collectibles. They have a collectibles section where they put what they think are rare items and mark them up for ridiculous prices. I mean, I've seen stuff as like the Transporter Playmates playset for Star Trek Generations in box for $150. That's ridiculous. Even more so ridiculous is this Nintendo 64. I don't know if you can see it in the photo, but the jumper pack, the RAM, is missing. The door for this console for the RAM is missing, meaning that this system will not play video games. Also included is a blue Nintendo 64 licensed controller, an aftermarket memory card, the game Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which is a fairly common game. You shouldn't be paying more than $5 a pop for one of these, and what appears to be some strange 3-year-old's plug-and-play game that may have like some edutainment games on there. The price tag on this wonderful bundle, $80. I immediately tweeted this out to everyone, and thank you to the Game Chasers for retweeting it to their followers to show that this company can't get away with this. Short of that, I will now show this photo of me flipping off the sign and tweeting to Saver's Value Village Twitter account that this is ridiculous, you should be ashamed of yourselves, and I will never shop at your establishment again. I was at the same day contacted by Value Village Twitter account asking to follow them and DM them my contact information and as well as the store location. I did not oblige. I retweeted them today saying, hey, it's the Moncton, New Brunswick location, start scalding some people over there. I don't know if anything will be done, but yeah, I will never shop in this store again. They will never get my money again. I will not step foot in this store again because there is no more value to be found at this village. They see video games and the retro community as a cash grab. And I swear to God that the people packaging this stuff probably went on eBay before they put a Nintendo 64 out on the floor to find the highest buy it now price. And I did a little eBay searching before I started recording this video. And the average price for a Nintendo 64 in auction right now is running about $25-$30. And that's with like everything included. The power brick, an AV cable, a controller, and some people are even nice enough to throw in a game. I've got one right here where a guy is throwing in, it's a cheap sports game, it doesn't matter, a controller, the hookups, and a memory card, and there's currently no bids on it. There's 1 day left, but his asking price right now is only $11, but then again, there's $28 shipping. Like, this is where people are getting nuts on eBay. So, in conclusion, I think that I think Value Village is just telling me, hey, you want retro video games? Go to eBay because you might find something cheaper. A lot of my stores recently have just been saying, hey, we think we can, fool some people into thinking that this is the price that you should be paying for retro video games. So pay us or go buy it now on eBay. No, I won't. And I won't go back to your store again. And I plead anybody in the retro community who comes across this stuff, tweet to these people, even bring them up with the person. Like, I was so close. I don't need a Nintendo 64. I have a jungle green Nintendo 64 that I play all of my 64 games on. So I didn't need this. But let's say there was somebody else in my community that wanted one of this. I've been very good to tweet out to my followers to say, if anybody is looking for a retro console at the moment, this place has it and it's a really good price. Go get it. But for stuff like this, I'm like, no, boycott this store, boycott this company, do not support them. So I was half tempted actually to take the console up to the register and say, you are trying to sell a broken console for $80. I will give you $10 to take this off your hands, and I will not go any higher. If you have a problem with that, then put it back, and I will just politely say, fuck you, and I will never come back. I didn't do that. I just told the Twitter account to fuck off with a big old middle finger to the store. So, yeah, you're going to have to, kiss my ass to get me back into that store. It ain't happening in this lifetime. I will take my business elsewhere. I have a friend of mine who works at a pawn shop, and they sometimes get in retro video games, and he will contact me to let me know, because unlike these assholes, they don't overcharge. They will put them on the back shelves to make sure nobody steals them, because some people have been known to do that in his store. But regardless, they do not overcharge. They don't check eBay. They said, oh, okay, so see, Donkey Kong Country 3, people on Kijiji are selling this for $40 for some strange reason. You know what? The highest we'll go will be $20. And you know what? That's actually a fair price to get rid of those gougers. Anyways, that's it for me. Do not support Value Village /Savers, because I know they go by different names in the States or in Canada. But yeah, do not support this store. Vent your frustrations, if you would, on their official Twitter. The Twitter account is Savers v Village. Anyways, guys, that's me. I'm done. Fuck you, Value Village. Value Village, my ass.